All right. So let's go to our third category now. And this one is going to be Best Carnivore Doctor Channel. So I'm going to let you go first again, Johnny.
Yeah, this is probably going to come as no surprise. My first one, I have my first one, and then I have a tie for second. But my first one, hands down, is Dr. Sean O'Mara. He's a former MD. He's a former ER physician. He's really big into sprinting. That's what I got into. His whole shtick, if you will, is trying to rid your body of visceral fat. So he's into fasting. He's into sprinting. Brian, he got both you and I think, pretty much started on doing the ferments with our food to help get the gut microbiome set up to where it can actually start helping to burn the visceral fat. The subcutaneous fat, all this fat on our bodies that we can sit there and pinch, that is not dangerous. The visceral fat that gets into your heart muscle, into your liver, into your kidneys, your lungs, and your vasculature, that's the stuff that's going to kill you. And so I really started focusing on everything that Sean O'Mara was saying. He's done a couple of videos on AFib. You guys know I'm still in AFib. I'm determined by the end of this year to do everything I can to get out of AFib. But Dr. Sean O'Mara, he's passionate about this stuff, man. He's a little over the top at times, but he's just trying to get people to understand that a little subcutaneous fat is probably not a bad thing, but that visceral fat that gets into especially like into your heart, is what's going to kill you. So Sean O'Mara would be my number one pick. What about you, Brian?
So it's a good pick. I didn't pick him, but before I go to him really quick, Cynthia is here. Taking a quick break from doing some exercising. So I thought I'd say hi to Cynthia really quick.
Hey, Cynthia.
Rick's got a pick. Dr. Chafee. That's a good one.
Yep.
Paul says for his doctor, Dr. Westman, calm, cool, and science smart. So that's a good one too.
Yep. All
right. I'm going to give mine now. Best Carnivore Doctor Channel. And mine is Dr. Tony Hampton. He's based out of the Chicago area. And if you watch his videos, he's pretty much on point with the topic he has. Like he has a topic in every video, something that a health concern or whatever that he wants to discuss. And he's pretty much right to it, talks about it, and that's the video. There's no extra stuff, right? It's just pretty much that. I've talked to him several times. He's a very knowledgeable, caring person. He actually went to carnivore himself, and originally then after going to carnivore into his practice, he was doing more low carb. He kind of lets people decide where they fit within things, kind of in that proper human diet spectrum. He will tell you, carnivore is probably the best and here's why, but he also supports like just plain low carb in general, keto, that kind of stuff. And he'll do videos just for keto and videos for carnivore as well. But I really like him. And also he tends to be a little bit better at getting back to people, where some of the doctors are just so overloaded with comments and so forth. They can't really respond quite like how he can. So I like that about his channel. So his is at Dr. Tony Hampton, and that's why I picked his. Okay, so did you have a second, Doctor?
I had a tie for second place.
That's right. Yeah.
So my second, the tie between the two for second, of course, first was Sean O'Mara. The next one would be Dr. Tony Hampton. I like Dr. Hampton. He's still a general practitioner. He's still practicing regular medicine, seeing patients every day in the clinic in an area where people don't have a lot of money. He's in an area in Chicago that's kind of where his heart is, helping people that maybe don't have the best insurance or the best money. So I love his heart. I love that he's a compassionate human being. He's just a great guy all around. And tied with him would be Dr. Lisa Wiedeman. If you guys don't know Dr. Lisa Wiedeman, she's I think she's an ophthalmologist or an eye surgeon. And I've done several lives with her, actually, and I met her a couple of times, actually. Met her twice. And she's very, very passionate about this. And she talks about how so many of her patients have gone low carb are carnivore and reverse their eye issues, from glaucoma to increased pressure within their eyes and detached retinas and all this stuff. And I think that's an area that sometimes gets overlooked. We get so tied up with, blood pressure and diabetes, but your eye health is pretty important. And I think she does a fantastic job of bringing that to the fore. And she's been carnivore for 15 years. She's over 50 years old, and she can still do cartwheels up and down the beach. She lives near the beach in New Jersey. So that would be my honorable mention: Tony Hampton and Lisa Wiedeman.
Okay. And her channel is at Carnivore Doctor. So I got it up there for you to see.
Thanks.
So that is another good one. This category, best This Is My Journey channel. I didn't know how else to call it, but basically YouTube channel where they're showing their carnivore diet journey, right? So what do you have there, Johnny?
Well, I don't know how I missed that one, Brian. Let's see.
Why don't I go first then?
Yeah, why don't you go first, Brian?
All right. So, I really went back and forth on this one with a few, but in the end, I had to go with this channel, because it's just real, down to earth, show everything. And this is what I really felt like with This Is My Journey was the best thing. Like, they show ups, downs, all of it. And this is Carnivore Quest, Larry and Cassie. So that is my best This Is My Journey channel, Larry and Cassie at Carnivore Quest. Probably most people that are watching this already know their channel and subscribe to it, but they don't sugarcoat or try and deceive anybody. When things are going bad, they own up to it and they talk about it and so forth. I know Larry's had some issues where he's been up and down. There's been times that he's lost a good amount of weight and then he's gained weight back, and he's kind of at the point where he's trying to lose weight again. And he's been doing like morning lives every day and that kind of stuff. I think he's missed a few days here, but for the most part, they're every day. And I think that's a good channel for just seeing their journey. So that's mine. Are you ready to go with one?
Yeah, mine is going to be, it may not have been one of the choices, but I'm just going to put it out there. For me, it's Bill Nott. His journey, you guys know Bill Nott probably, he's didn't go outside of his house for 4 years. I get cabin fever after a day or two. If I get sick and I don't go out of the house after a couple of days, I'm just beside myself. I'm so anxious. I can't imagine being essentially locked in your house for 4 years because his health was so bad. And he went on, went on the carnivore diet. He found Carrie Mann and went on the carnivore diet, and he's lost right at 350 pounds. He's out riding his four-wheeler, and he's out, going. He lives in Alaska, the most beautiful place, I think, on earth. And, I watched the episode where he actually walked outside of his house for the first time. That was pretty emotional.